time. Hello. I guess this is my first official video now that I have a proper microphone and I have camera and all these things. Um, so I am going to be playing Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. Really into detective games. And in full transparency, I tried to play this maybe a week ago, and the stream cut out and the mic was bad. So I have a new headset, so let's see how that goes. Also I have a cold, so I'll be sniffling a little bit, but I'm gonna do my best to not be disruptive. I'm doing okay right now, but so I got about 45 minutes in before, and then it cut out. But I'm gonna start over and do a new game. But the good thing, yeah, I'm okay with that. The good thing about that is I'll just be able to blow past um, most of the deductions and things because I know what to do, at least for that beginning part. Um, yeah.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly
Tax.
not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So I'm supposed to look around. Papers. Different things going.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Oh. I need to change that sensitivity.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
Goodness, I have to sneeze. No. Okay, I think there wasn't really anything in here to see. I'm gonna have to apologize for most of these graphics, y'all, because this computer is 7 years old, 6 years old.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, I know I gotta get out of here, and I know they're gonna tell me to change my clothes. I believe, yeah, just for something more appropriate in the weather. So let's open the case book. And let's go to our clothes. I'll look at that in a second. But I definitely think I put this hat on. excuse me, and I put my raincoat because why not? Okay, Watson, you need to win this. Okay, let's look at what we got. So we're gonna figure out what's going on with that missing newspaper. I know we're gonna talk to the little boy across the street. All right. Sharp. Let's need to highlight Get off my screen, please. Hi. Oh no, we gotta look in the dustbin first. Oh.
The cactus fine. If it gets in your skin,
Goodness.
it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
What's the other thing? Here. Strand.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Okay, I don't care about the headlines.
You're
Tell
a
me what
bright
happened to my
child.
paper.
I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Okay.
can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises. Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
It's okay. Eventually, it's a little team of ragamuffin kids. All right, open the casebook and
Get the
navigate to
Strand.
the Mind
Get
Palace.
your copy of the Strand here.
Okay, he's kind of annoying. Newspapers in the bin. All right, let's see. I hate this actually. We were in the Strand. What are you doing? It's unpin evidence. Let me read. Let me read this. I'm getting cold. Okay, so I'm gonna pin this because I know I'm going to his house. Now what do I do? Oh, let's. Okay, the strand is missing. London New voices. Let's pin this. Okay. Alright, brain blast. Okay. Alright, now I think I can figure something else out.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
I'm talking without
Not every
moving my
pawn
mouth.
knows it's part of a game.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
God. Alright, so, okay, hold on, let's go back. In the evidence of the quick shot photo by pressing X. Oh. Okay, now I press X. box, I think, and it should be on my screen, but I know where to go. This time at least. Let's run. Alright, let's. Alright, let's unpin. Oh. We can unpin this for now because I know where I'm at.
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
Alright, Mr. Barnes. 4. He does work with books. That's what it is. I also can't play too long because I got bread cooking in the kitchen. That will need to go in the oven probably in less than. Let's blow through this. Okay. So I know he ain't trying to kill me. So develop the limp, he has bags. I think I picked this last time too, so we're gonna go with that again. It didn't steer me wrong before.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Just I don't really understand why he ran though.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please?
If
Mr.
you would
Holmes.
know who I am if
Sorry, I
you're
did not see you coming.
delivering books and
Would you
papers
care
and
to
stuff
answer some
me
questions for
every
me?
day.
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself.
Okay, now we look
Why is he
around.
acting this way?
You're
See,
asking
I'm
the right.
upset because
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a
they
good
put
boy?
dogs in here, but you cannot pet the dogs. So what is the point? What was the reason?
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
These books? So let's see.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Okay. Turn around. Every now and then I fall apart.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
And I need you more.
An improvised
than ever.
stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
I forget what the third thing is. Oh, it was that girl.
The finest view London has to offer.
I guess. Right, this is done. And I think that's it here. And I think I need to go talk to Miss Thing over there. Hi. Hi. Name.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Ma'am, we were not talking to you.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem.
God save the Queen. God save the Queen. Ooh, okay.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Like trash.
Familiar spine. Is this what I found in my dustbin? It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them. Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Well. Alright, let's look at Miss. Oh, also, I'm playing this on like the easiest version with the hints and stuff. I think I did adjust. You could like customize it. I can go back and show it, but I'm not fronting like I'm an expert. I enjoy Sherlock Holmes games, but sometimes it can be hard. Like, was it the last one where you had to? Oh my god, it was. The one. Oh god, what was the name of that Sherlock Holmes? The one right before this in Cordona, and he was exploring like these different baths and stuff. Anyway, but I remember all the different puzzles you had to do, and I'm like, oh no, I need help. All right, so her husband's dead, and I think she put herself back on the market, as she should. I don't necessarily think she's still grieving, because I mean, let's be honest. She's being respectful. She got the brooch on, like, just so people know. But she liked to look nice. She got the makeup on. You know, like she's trying to catch some other guy's eye or something. But anyway, yeah, dressing to attract someone's attention or simply because she has learned to love herself again. I like the sound of that.
Mrs.
You know,
Fleming,
it's healthy.
you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
And we know Sherlock always up in people's business. Alright, provide evidence. So...
I don't know anything about this, sorry.
You don't know about your own roses?
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
I forgot what else she was... Maybe...
Are you familiar
Okay.
with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
I mean,
A
me
look?
say... Look how
Yes.
she's saying that, though.
Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Okay, what else can I ask her about?
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Something about the cat.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Okay. Alright, so we're done with her. And we go back and confront what's his name. And the fact that, you know, he just needs to come out and say that he loves her. Oh no, I think I have to go to the Mind Palace first. So let's go there. So why is he acting so strangely? Alright, I think I need to connect this. And I think I need to connect. Oh, okay. In this. Okay, so basically something in that blue wasn't right. So maybe it's this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Now we can confront him. It's a little mark all as red.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
Oh. Okay, I guess my paper
I
was
couldn't
wrong.
read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
You know, he could just be lonely forever if he don't want to say nothing to her.
So, you
That's
know
the
what
girl
happened
out.
then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
Yeah, I don't think she really. Okay, I'm gonna help him out.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the obtruse signals and anonymous gifts.
Cause she open
and
to it.
simply talk to the
Let's
woman.
be honest.
What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are
You die.
freed from
That's
this
the
endless
worst.
purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So let's see. Saltpetre. Salt rock. Rock salt. Okay. Moskova. Dr. Pierre 3 in the early evening around to Europe. It was brought by several concussive explosions. Okay.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Alright, bye. Hope it works out.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Okay, I know where to go. I think. Where are we? Where's the bookshop? Okay. What the heck did I just press? Caps lock? Tab? What did I do? I don't know how I did that. Okay. I know it's... God. Okay, it has to be this way. But I'm gonna wrap it up because I gotta bake my bread. And, yeah, that's what I want to do. God, did I forget the way? Do you know the way? This was my problem last time. I could not find this dumb house that he was talking about. Do you know the way? Pardon me? Oh, hey. Okay, Watson, don't block me now. Alright, so they said it was like on the same street. There's some big house. Ah, must be down here.
Not much further now.
Yeah, okay. Alright, it's through here. So I'm gonna save.
Is this
Oh
lousy
shoot!
attitude of yours
Cutscene.
because of my
We'll get through this
altercation with
cutscene.
Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. It was my
Not
superiors who
Ruffles.
made this decision, sir.
Sergeant Lays.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony, then we can lodge a complaint.
You heard that, man?
Captain, perhaps
That's
Mr.
what you
Holmes'
sound
time
like.
is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Oh, we stuck. Alright, let's
Tell
go
me
through the
about Kim
motions.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered
Servant.
to learn. But I made
I
do with
wonder how
pointing.
much he get paid.
I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
Different time, y'all.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the
Undoubtedly.
city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Lord. God, rescued him from savagery. Oh. I'm uncomfortable.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Cabbage. Oh yeah, you know that shit wasn't seasoned though.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started.
So
We shall first take a look around the mansion.
this is
Go
your
ahead.
servant, right?
I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Not your slave. But you kept his wages in your safe for security. And he don't have access to it, and he gotta live in the shack in your garden. He shouldn't want for anything. He's taken care of here. All the cabbages he can want. I bet he had delicious, fresh fruits and fish back in New Zealand. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna go. So let me save. Oh, new save. Okay. Alright. So let me go back to the main menu. Yeah. Alright, thank y'all. I'm glad that this didn't mess up like last time. And maybe I will see you later today after all my breads and stuff is done. But I'll think about it. Alright, have a good day. Bye-bye.